Let's talk national championship here. Bama remains your favorite. I mean, they eviscerated Utah State. Bama plus 150, Ohio State plus 320, Georgia plus 350, Clemson at 12, USC at 20, A&M 25, Michigan 40, so on and so forth here. Any thoughts on national title following week one?
Yeah, I mean, the only interesting thing that will come out of this is a really similar conversation to what we just had, Georgia. And what are they versus the other two teams? There were three teams. I mean, remember what we said about college football. I said Alabama or Ohio State, and that's it, and draw a line, and Georgia was in the next tier. Okay, Georgia keeps playing like that. Maybe they're definitely in the tier with the other two, and maybe they're in their own tier above those two. Totally possible. But there were three teams that kind of checked every box. We had talent score. We did all this stuff. Like, it's a small list of teams. It probably got even smaller because now Georgia's probably it, and you're not going to add anymore. As in they're the third team that can win. So your list of title winners isn't expanded. There are no long shots right now where you'd say like, well, that team's going to emerge and be something. Yeah, Clemson can make a quarterback change. They're still the wild card. But man, like, you throw Georgia's performance in there too. You know, I still think Alabama and Ohio State have a great shot. The Georgia's price will be the only thing that is interesting in the market, because if they win every game, I mean, this is pretty intuitive, but just like, this is the interesting thing. If they win every game, like what they just did to Oregon, statistically, eye test, then they should actually be the favorite before they play Alabama in Atlanta at the end of the year. Like that type of performance will dwarf anything the other team. If they can do that every week, like, I don't even think Alabama can do that to some teams on their schedule.
And listen, and just to be clear, yeah. So Bama killed Utah State. Georgia killed Oregon.
Right. On a neutral.
Like, and the former defensive coordinator who knows where the bodies are buried is the head coach of the other team.
Yeah. I just, I'm willing to be like, I'm willing to change my mind on all this stuff. Georgia wants to be in the group with those two. Great. And the only thing price-wise that can change is like, they can get way shorter. Is really the only thing that could happen. Basically mirroring what happened last season to a smaller degree. Georgia started as a bigger price last year and got shorter. They started a shorter price this year. If they win every game like that, and Alabama and Ohio State do basically anything, then Georgia should surpass them. Even if they're not going to win at the end of the year, the price should drop. So like, that's the crazy thing off that game, is that you actually could see them become the favorite at some point in the next 3 to 5 weeks.